So what we're going to do today is we're going to rebuild two teams at the same time. I did this earlier in the year, and I think I did the Marlins and the Orioles. I think that's who I did. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the two teams who I think are still the worst in baseball. And Pirates, I honestly think the Pirates might be the worst National League team. And of course, the Orioles are still probably the worst. So that's what we're going to do today. I hope you do enjoy it. Thumbs up if you did. If you're new to the channel and enjoyed the content, consider hitting that subscribe button. And of course, get in the comment section. Let me know who you think the worst team in baseball is. Yeah, that's the worst and the best. Who's the worst and the best? That's what I want to know today. So we're going to have the normal settings. You know, ignore budgets is on for the CPU. Normal DH rules, so only in the AL. And then GM contracts is locked when you control more than one team. So I got to make sure I don't get fired year 3 from either team. I got to make sure we at least make the postseason once with both these teams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just simulate this first season. Hopefully it doesn't go too bad. And then we'll hop into the offseason like we normally do and go through the rebuild. So, all right, let's do it. Let's quickly talk about season 1's draft picks. So we got Orlando Salazar, 93 potential, pretty solid. We got Jose Guzman, 74 potential. This one was a little bit of a stretch, didn't pan out. 88 potential for Thomas Leroy. Cesar Ramirez, 88 potential, and then 72 potential and 72 potential. Let's go take a look at the Orioles picks, which, I mean, it's okay. Martin Beatty, 92 potential. You got 79 for Diaz, 79 for Dozier, but these two guys are pretty close to being MLB ready. 85 for Hackman, 82 for Diaz, 87 for Peter Goto, and then 68 for Thomas Kimball. So I think the Orioles went a little bit better. All right, for exclusive negotiations, the only one you have to worry about, Keone Kela. I'm going to try to bring him back. The Orioles don't have any. So, I mean, they have him, but I don't want him. All right, so let's start with the Pirates. Arbitration. I'm still not 100% sure on Stallings. I just feel like we could get someone a little bit better. He's not expensive, but I just want a better hitting catcher. When you look at the rest of the team, the only other one that I didn't offer was Trevor Williams because the Pirates didn't bring him back in real life. And then Eric Gonzalez because I want to find a better shortstop, which I know I could wait till next year, but I'd rather just start building the team going forward and like try not to worry about later. Plus we have Kramer, who actually, did Kevin Kramer get re-signed by the Pirates? I'm pretty sure he did. But we have Kramer. We have, who's the other one? Frazier. So, like, we have those guys. I'm going to offer everybody a contract. And then when you look at the team, realistically, like, the offense is good. One of these two guys needs to get gone. Probably Colin Moran. We do have Josh Bell. He's really good on franchise. I'd rather just rock with Josh Bell. So, I'm thinking Josh Bell is going to move to first on a permanent basis. Colin Moran's going to be traded. And I'll probably look to kind of strengthen this outfield because we're rocking Polanco and Frazier right now, which I'd rather find something else. On top of that, you know, we also could look for just pitching. Pitching's kind of an area we definitely need to improve. So there's that. Let's talk about the Orioles now. Arbitration was not to Hanser Alberto. I know they let him go in real life. Yolmer Sanchez, don't want him back. And I'm pretty sure they let Renato Nunez go. So I'm going to let him go as well. I don't want to. I just kind of want to keep it somewhat realistic. Plus, he didn't have the greatest of years. So I feel like we could use the money somewhere else. Contracts, I'm going to offer it to everybody, especially Ryan Mountcastle because he's broken in franchise. He's so good. Pitching. Definitely need to upgrade the pitching. It's just obvious. It's just not good. Bullpen, same thing. Definitely need to upgrade that. The thing is, I don't want to go out and like spend too much money because then we're going to be stuck just not being able to pick up players later, especially since the Orioles don't have that big of a budget. So areas I'd like to strengthen, outfield a little bit since we are going to lose, you know, we're going to lose a DH, but like DJ Stewart, and you know, we're going to lose a third baseman too and a second baseman. So we really just need to like strengthen the whole squad. Got to be smart with our pickups. Not too sure who I'm going to target for what team, but I'll let you guys know once we get to next season. So for the first actual season, we're going to start with moves for the Orioles. We're going to get Tyler Mahle of the Reds, a decent pitcher, you know, and I need pitching. Like this was the biggest issue with this Orioles team, and I really wasn't able to get anybody from free agency. So this is going to be my main attack for season 1. I'm going to trade for Scott Oberg and Robert Stevenson, bullpen arms, for Cedric Mullins, Cesar Valdez, who apparently is like a 36-year-old closer, I don't know, and then Cole Billingsley. So before I show you the lineups for each team, let's hop into the Pirates now. I'm going to go for Dylan Moore of the Mariners, someone that I don't think I've ever actually got. He's actually got really good stats too, a utility guy, coming off a really good season. I'm going to pick him up for Gregory Polanco and Colin Moran, essentially. All right, I'm going to pick up Adrian Morejon from the Padres. I'm thinking more for like season 2, season 3. I don't need him right now, but I'm going to trade Kevin Kramer. We got an abundance of second baseman. We don't need them all. I'm gonna make that move. So following those moves with the Pirates, this is what we're looking like. Reynolds, Frazier, Semien was brought in on a 2-year deal. It's a club option. We'll see how it goes. Just under $10 million for each year. Brad Miller, he's just a glitch in franchise. Had to pick him up for second base. First base, full-time, gonna be Josh Bell. Jack Peterson was brought in. It's a gamble. It's 2 years, club option. If he does poorly, we'll let him go. Brian Hayes, Alex Avila, and then obviously Dylan Moore. Just brought in Danny Santana and Josh Harrison to be backups. That's really about it. That's really all the moves that I made this offseason. I'll double check once we go through the pitching rotation, but Tyone, Musgrove, Tanaka, I meant offensively. Those were the moves. 2-year deal. I think I just did 2 years straight up, and then you can see the rest of the rotation. Colin Poche was a Rule 5 pickup. Blake Parker was a 1-year deal in free agency, and then obviously we brought back Kayla. Let me double check. I know, nope, not Morale. Roster history, just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I did sign a couple players in free agency to fill out the roster, but I want to double check and make sure I didn't miss anybody that was like a good prospect or anything like that. Doesn't look like it, so there's that. So let's hop over to the Orioles now, and let me show you what we're working with. Pitching is still a bit of an issue, especially the starting rotation. Tyler Mahle kind of is our ace, which is not ideal. We still got this gross contract of Alex Cobb. Luckily, it expires this year, and then this is the rest. It's not good. I'm going to spend a lot of money next year. Alex Wood, I think I gave him a 3-year deal or 2-year deal. There was just a club option. I need a long reliever. Needed better pitching. Paul Fry, Ryan Tepera on a 1-year deal or 2-year deal. 2-year deal. Stevenson we traded for. Kinsler, 1-year deal. He's usually good for at least 1 or 2 seasons. Oberg was the trade. And then obviously Brad Hand. We brought him in on a 3-year deal. No club option or anything. Just straight 3 years because I know he's a pretty solid closer. This is where some moves were made. Jason Kipnis, just a 1-year deal. I think it was like $5 million. $6.5 million. He's just going to play second base for us. Didi, 1-year deal because I'm going to spend big next year on a shortstop. But he's going to be our 1-year shortstop. We got Mountcastle, Nelson Cruz, 1-year deal to be our DH. We got Trey Mancini, Santander, Severino, Valleca, and Lurie Garcia. I did a 2-year deal for $5 million. Club option, of course. Alemez Diaz is a backup, just a 1-year deal. And Williams Astudillo La Tortuga, 1-year deal to be the backup. And then KJ Harrison, Rule 5 pickup. Obviously, I've showed you the pitching. So let's take a look at the roster history. I had to sign a lot of players to fill out the farm system because I got rid of a lot of just older players that were making close to $1 million. I got rid of a lot of them. So our team was pretty empty for sure. So that's the team. We're not great. I know we're not. 26 as expected. And then for the Pirates, we are 23rd. I'm just hoping we can at least meet the GM goal, which is finish over 500 and then make the postseason. I'm trying to do that by season 3 so I don't get fired. Let's see how it goes. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. All right, so at the end of the year, the Orioles season, pretty rough. 67-95. I definitely need to improve that pitching. The Pirates, though, 90-72 and won the division. Okay, so standings wise, won it by 7.5. The Central, just in general, is not a good division. It's overrated, and I mean, 90 games, take it for sure. Looking around the league, let's see here. The Astros look pretty solid. Who else? The Yankees. We were last again with the Orioles. We definitely need to improve that pitching. Pitching was just atrocious. I figured that was going to be the case. I don't really care about saves or anything like that. We'll take a look around the league, see who won. Paul Goldschmidt. Okay. Garrett Cole was a Cy Young winner. Batting title. All right. Tommy Kahnle, Yimi Garcia. I was actually going to trade for him for the Orioles, and I didn't. That's disappointing. So let's take a look at our division-winning Pirates. So Steven Brault, not fantastic. Definitely want better. Kyle Crick is a player that I'm going to either let walk or I'm just going to trade. One of the two. Colin Poche, great pickup. Blake Parker, not too bad actually. I'll definitely take that. Probably not going to bring him back, but he was pretty solid. Nick Birdie, okay. Normally he does pretty poorly. Edgar Santana, and then Keone Kela. Everybody did really well. Jameson Taillon, I need to lock him up this year. That's my big move for the Pirates. Maybe a trade as well. Both of those guys outstanding. Tanaka and Chad Kuhl. You know what? I'm happy with Mitch Keller struggled, but I'm happy with everybody there. You know, Cesar Ramirez he's knocking on the door. He's waiting for somebody to start sucking so he can come in. Orlando Salazar is looking pretty decent as well. And then obviously we have Adrian Morejon, who 2 of 3 minor league options, so he's got 1 more. So probably by season 3, he'll definitely be ready to be a really solid bullpen arm for us. When we take a look at our bench, Danny Santana, not a bad bench, Pat. Who else? Our catcher wasn't bad either, and neither was Kevin Newman. When we look at our starting lineup, Brian Reynolds, I definitely need a little bit better from him, but not terrible. Adam Frazier was decent. You know, doesn't have the pop, but still was decent. Marcus Semien, really good. Brad Miller, I'll take it. I'll take it. Josh Bell was outstanding. Need to make sure we can sign him to a long-term deal as well. Jock, I'm probably going to let walk. Brian Hayes is still putting up respectable numbers, and Alex Avila for a 1-year catcher, I'll take it. And Dylan Moore took a step back, which is really disappointing, but I have faith. I have faith for sure. Let's take a look at our really bad Orioles now. So let's just kind of go through it quickly because they were pretty bad. You know, yeah, that's not great. You know, Brad Hand was really good, and then I know this is going to get ugly really, really quickly. Yikes. Okay, so yeah. Pitching, not even gonna question it. We need pitching. We need a lot of it. That's just where it comes down. And our bench, DJ Stewart was actually pretty good, but he's just realistically just gonna be a platoon guy for us. And then our starting lineup, Jason Kipnis, actually pretty good in that leadoff spot. Didi really was bad. Mountcastle, wow, I said he was good in franchise, and then he goes and does that. Nelson Cruz, respectable numbers. Trey Mancini, decent. I need a little bit better, but decent. Santander was okay. Severino was good. I'll take that for sure. Valleca was bad. Lurie Garcia was bad. So yeah, basically from like the 7th spot down, we're just abysmal. Actually, Severino was good, but these two guys just not great. So let's get into the offseason. We'll see if the Pirates do well. The Pirates won the NLDS, taking on the Padres. They do get eliminated by the Padres, and the Padres end up winning the World Series, beating the Yankees. So, okay, not terrible, right? Not terrible. Cruz and Cobb retire. So let's focus on the Orioles really quick. What are we going to do here? Keegan Aiken, garbage. Don't want you back. Lurie Garcia, don't want you back. Who else? Scott Oberg was pretty good. Can I get 1 more year? Just 1 more year. I'll make you a bullpen guy. We'll bump it up to 2.5. Perfect. Jason Kipnis was actually really good. But at 34 years old, is he going to hold that rating? Probably not, and I want to see what else is available for the Pirates. I'm going to pick up this option. $9 million is nothing for a shortstop. I'd rather save the money than, you know, go like $30 million on a shortstop when we have Semien for 10. Brad Miller, I'm actually going to decline that option. Tanaka, he was good. He was good. I'm going to take that option. Decline this one. Kevin Newman, how did you do? You were decent. And $2.5 million, super cheap. But the rest of the guys, I'm going to let walk. I'm going to let walk for sure. So let's get into the offseason. Let's see what kind of contracts we're going to be working with. 40-man, we'll go back to the Orioles so we can kind of keep it in order. I'm going to add DL Hall and Terran Vavra. Arbitration. Everybody, just to make sure we have them on the squad. Maybe not Aledmys Diaz. Aledmys Diaz was there, but I probably won't offer him a contract. I'm not offering Aiken a contract, but everybody else is going to get a contract there. Pitching. Like, I'm not even going to mess around. I need pitching. Cole Stewart can stay the 5, but I need a 3 and a 4. Need some bullpen help as well. So that's an area I got to work on. Kinsler's not going to be there. Wait, why is Kinsler here? Oh, does he have arbitration? Is he an arbitration guy? No. So why is he here? Did I offer him a contract on accident? Did I Okay, well, we'll get rid of Kinsler. Maybe I accidentally offered him a 2-year deal. We'll get rid of Kinsler. So I'm going to definitely need bullpen help and also starting pitching. And then I need to strengthen this spot. Shortstop, big one. Chris Davis still hasn't retired, which sucks because I need his gross, nasty contract gone. But we do have a little bit of money to work with. So What do we need here? Shortstop, second base, center field, and DH. That's a lot, man. That's a lot for sure. Here we go. 40-man, Jared Jones. That's about it. Arbitration, I think everybody was decent. Maybe not Kyle Crick. I'm not 100% sold on him. That's the unsure one I am. That's the one I am unsure about. Wow, that was a terrible sentence. Contracts, everybody. And then pitching, I'm okay with. Like, this was solid. Bullpen, we need 1 or 2 arms, depending on if I keep Crick or not. And then the lineup, we need a second baseman, which we could give to Newman. But we need a second baseman, a catcher, and a left fielder. Those are going to be easy to find. We can kind of target options, like talk about options really quickly. Like, we could go Soler for both teams, really. We could go like Eddie Rosario for both teams. Renato Nunez is available once again if we wanted to try to bring him back for a team. Shortstops, there's a couple good ones. Third base, there's, Kyle Seager, who's a decent hitting option. You could bring in Kipnis for a team. And then pitching wise, Kenley's available, Presley. Who else? I don't really like any of those options, but starting pitching, there's definitely some options there. So we have the options. We just got to get some good deals. See you guys next season. All right, this is kind of the make or break season for me with the Orioles, and I made some big moves, and it was kind of necessary. So yeah, it was huge. It was what I needed to do. So here we go. Syndergaard, big boy contract. I'm talking almost max deal. It's not a max deal, but it was almost. I think it was like 27, something like that. 27, 29, almost a max deal. Max Scherzer, 1 year contract. We're trying to win now. Max Scherzer's being brought in. John Means, and then Jalen Beeks was available. The more I think about it, the less I like the idea that I brought him in. We still do have Cole Stewart, who I could like kind of package those two for a really good starting pitcher. Alex Wood is still here. Paul Fry, Tepera, we have them. Might as well use them. Stevenson, Colomé, 1 year deal. Nicasio, 1 year deal. Brad Hand, still here. So I think I did like $3 million for Nicasio, almost $3 million for Colomé. Super cheap for those guys. I most likely am going to bring in a pitcher for this team. Offensively, though, we brought up Vavra to be a backup shortstop. He's not going to hit well, but whatever. That's not what I need him for. Jason Kipnis, brought him back on a similar deal to what he had last year. Almost, it was the same deal that what he had. Carlos Correa, almost a max deal. It's like $24 million for 4 years. Pretty good deal, I would say. Mountcastle, Kyle Seager, 1 year deal. I think it was 10 and a half. I overjudged it, whatever. Trey Mancini, I did a contract extension for him, just under $9 million per year. Santander, Severino, Yoshi Tsutsugo was available. Had a terrible year last year. I know, you'd call me crazy, but for $2 million for a DH, I'm 100% in on this. This is no brainer. And then Adam Eaton, I picked him up to play center field for us on a $4.5 million deal. So there we go. You guys are like, where's Adley Rutschman? Where's Heston Kjerstad? They're just not good enough. Like, that's really what it comes down to. I would love to get them into the team. They're just not good enough. Budget-wise, we're pushing it close. Like, I'm not going to lie. Chris Davis leaves this year, though, so that's a lot of money. Scherzer, Seager, that's a lot of money as well. So between those three players, that's like what? 37, 40 million just between those three players. That's a lot of money to open up for next year. Let's go make that trade for a really good starting pitcher. Normally, I don't like to trade players that I just signed, but you know what? We're trying to win now. Let's go out and we can get a little bit better than Marquez. Ooh, Zach Gallen. How did he do the first year? Pretty good. So you know what? Is he free agent this year or next year? Oh, few years from now. Zach Gallen, get in the team. Talk about a starting rotation now. So those are the moves for the Orioles. I mean, whoo, baby. Talk about a team. I might even go like that, just so it switches up lefty-righty. Don't really know how much it has effect, but that should definitely push us up a few ranks. 11th? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So there we go. Oh, also, Yankees rebuild. Someone told me that when I said defense doesn't win championships, then he wrote a whole essay. It'll probably be on screen now. Do you guys not realize that I'm joking? Every rebuild I do, I'm 29th in defense. I'm 30th in defense. Of course, defense wins championships. Of course, you can't be making 80 errors a game. I know that. Don't be that guy. Come on, realize, pick up the sarcasm by now. Let's go take a look at the Pirates. The Pirates, I didn't do as well. We still have a little bit of a budget. I did pick up Eddie Rosario, as you can see, but I signed Tyone, which you can't really see because my giant dome's in the way. And then I also signed Josh Bell to a long-term contract. So let's go take a look at the team. The pitching was really good last year. I didn't want to change it up. You know, I brought in Presley on a 2-year deal. Figured as a setup guy, that's not too bad. And then I'm going to try to figure out what to do with Kyle Crick. Probably going to trade him. And then you guys can see the team here. O'Neal Cruz has come up. And let's see what else we did. Oh, yeah. Eddie Rosario. Pretty hefty contract. I didn't like it. The only way I could get him into the team. And it sucks because later on in free agency, there was a lot better left fielder that I would have preferred that came into free agency that I could have gotten. And it was cheaper too. And I don't remember who it was, but Eddie Rosario, I already signed him. I was like, dang it. Wilson Ramos, 5-year deal, or not 5-year deal, $5 million deal for a year. There we go. And then the rest is untouched. Oh, Jerickson Profar, 2-year deal, $4.5 million. Everything else is untouched. I don't really need the DH. That's why like Jerickson Profar was kind of just like a platoon guy for me. But I'm thinking of adding something. I just don't know what. Maybe let's go trade Crick real quick and see what we can get just straight up for him. Tommy Kahnle was really good last year, but he's a closer. We don't need a closer. I kind of need just like an arm that I can trust. What about Garrett Crochet? He wasn't fantastic. Okay, who is the guy that's going to help us win some games? Daniel Norris? That sounds like a terrible idea. I'm going to think about this. You know what? Yimi Garcia was nasty, right? Let's go get Yimi Garcia. And if we can just throw in who else? Who else can we throw in? What do we need? A catcher? Do I want Alfaro? Not really. Who else could we use to help out the team long term? Maybe an infielder. The thing is, like, this isn't someone that I want. Isan Diaz, definitely don't want him. I don't think I'll be able to get that deal done though. That's unfortunate. JJ Bleday, that's too much. I'm asking way too much. I gotta figure this out. You know what? Harold Ramirez isn't terrible, and we're kind of rocking with like a bunch of random players that we don't necessarily need. I'm cool with giving them Cole Tucker for Harold Ramirez. Yeah, let's do that. Boom. Yeah, it's about a similar price too. There we go. And we get Yimi Garcia, who's usually good for another couple seasons. So we'll go like this. And then we should still be good roster-wise. Yeah, 26 guys. We're good to go. Okay. Yeah, budget-wise, we're still the same. Pitching-wise, we're looking a lot stronger. So there we go. There's the teams for Season 2. And if I don't do well here, I'm probably fired by the Orioles. So I really need the Orioles to do well. All right, so here we go. The Orioles wild card team. And I knew with the Yankees and the Rays in the division, this was going to be really, really tough. Whew. We're taking on the Rays. Speaking of the Rays, and the Pirates won the division 98-64, which is crazy because the Orioles were higher rated than the Pirates, right? Yeah, 11th, and the Pirates are... where are they? 13th. So, like, I mean, it's pretty close, right? But we'll take a look around the league. I mean, winning a World Series is going to be super difficult with these two teams, especially with, like, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Rays, all those other crazy teams. It looks like we've won a couple awards, a couple Gold Gloves, and then let's see what the Pirates have. It seems like they have just a Gold Glove. Okay, so MVP went to Tatis and Franmil Reyes. Holy cow, did I say 325? I thought it said 358 for some reason for Austin Meadows. What else we have? Okay, the Padres are just insane pitching wise. Holy cow. And even look at the Cy Young. It's just all Padres. What is going on? What else we got? And just reliever of the year for the Padres as well. So let's try not to face the Padres. That's what it comes down to. Let's not come against the Padres at all. So let's go take a look at what happened here. This might be an issue. What happened? No wonder why. Oh, okay. So I lost John Means, who didn't pitch at all this year. He pitched 9 games and was a stud before they took him away from us. Okay. So, and they also took away somebody else. Who else did they take away? Where is he? Am I blind? Because we had, who did we have here? Paul Fry. Did Paul Fry pitch at all? Yeah, he was nasty too in 5 games. So they took it away from us. No wonder why we barely made the postseason, because we were getting absolutely throttled by the CPU. I guess I didn't have enough pitchers, which is weird because I signed a bunch of pitchers. But I can't complain. We made the postseason. Things are looking pretty good. I'll take it. I guess that's a mistake on my part. Fully accept blame there. But okay, yeah, that was a little close. Jason Kipnis is again kind of nasty, not gonna lie. Correa was trash. What is this garbage? Mountcastle, that is good. That's really good. 32 home runs. Seager was okay. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. Trey Mancini was really good. A lot better than last year. We got Santander, who's putting up good numbers, but like I want better. So he might be someone that I look to kind of trade for something a little bit better. Severino's good as a catcher. Definitely solid numbers. Tsutsugo, yes. And for $2 million, I will take that. We got Eaton, who was pretty abysmal, so I definitely need a new center fielder. But yeah, I guess that was all on me, huh? That's disappointing that I kind of screwed that up. I thought I signed enough pitchers, but I guess I did not. But you know what? This bullpen, it worked. It worked. So as close as I came to screwing that up, I mean, maybe they would have won the division if I didn't screw that up. I thought, man, that's a big oversight on my part. But the Pirates, really strong bullpen. I'm hoping for the same kind of results from the starters, and mixed results, but still pretty good. And we take a look at the lineup. Okay, so the bench, O'Neal Cruz was really solid. Limited appearances, but really solid. And then you take a look at everything here. Maybe Brian Reynolds is just not a leadoff guy, which is crazy because he's got good contact stats, good vision. Oh, not vision, but discipline. Maybe I need a new leadoff guy. Adam Frazier was decent. You know, he's not a power guy, so you know what? You got to take it. You got to kind of look at it in a way that he's getting on base, and that's what we need. Marcus Semien kind of cracked. If there's not a better shortstop available, I'll bring him back. Eddie Rosario, 28 home runs, so it wasn't a terrible season, but is it worth, you know, like 14 mil? Not really. Josh Bell was solid. Wilson Ramos, well, not terrible. Brian Hayes is putting up really good numbers. I like to see that. Jurickson Profar. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? 66 games, and he was an absolute beast in all of those games. Okay. And then Dylan Moore, better numbers for sure. So we might just need to move Brian Reynolds out of this center field spot, and maybe just try to find a really good leadoff guy. Maybe Dylan Moore is that guy. Maybe somewhere else in the lineup. I don't know. But let's see here. We have, nope, that's not how to do it. We're going to have to hop into the Orioles. Boom. They lose. Disappointing. But now we can hop over to the Pirates and see how they do in the postseason, taking on the Phillies, and they're eliminated as well. So fingers crossed we don't get fired. The Athletics defeat the Padres, which I would assume the Padres made it after that because they were just nutty with the pitching. Retired players, 2 players, but we didn't use either of them. Retired, and oh, so wait, did we not get fired? Because that's year 3, right? Are we not getting fired here? What's the scenario? Are they like happy with us now? So that's 3 years. So I guess we're not getting fired and we're good to go. So the Orioles, I'm gonna hold off on Seager. Like he was good, but he wasn't great. Jason Kipnis, I mean, he's actually been pretty good. How much does he want for a season? 6.5 again? Why not? As a second baseman, I'll take it. Scherzer, he was really good. This is gonna be the year he tanks because morale, yeah, he's 80 overall. We gotta move on. John Means, I'm picking up because he should have pitched this year and he didn't, so I kind of screwed him there. Paul Fry though. I mean, we'll take it. It's a cheap option. Like DJ Stewart's a cheap option too. Chris Davis, get out of here. I don't want you anymore. Alex Wood pitched his heart out. Let's give him one more year. Bullpen, $3 million, perfect. Ryan Tepera, I know you kind of got screwed, had to pitch a bunch of innings, but we're going to let you walk. Nicasio, going to let him walk as well. A 5 ERA is not good. Colome is good, but this might be the year he falls off, so I got to be smart about this. So those are my deals. Kipnis, Wood, and then those options that I did pick up. Pirates now. Semien. I said I was going to hold off to see what other shortstops are available. Joe Musgrove. It was like good, you know? How much does he want? If it's under 8, 14. I'm going to hold off on that one. I'll pick him up as just a backup option. Taking Profar because of that nasty season he just had. Chad Cool. I mean, who do we have? Tyone, Musgrove, Keller, Tanaka. We have Cesar Ramirez, who could be the 5. So if we bring back Musgrove, we'd be okay. Could we just go with Tanaka instead of Musgrove? I'll sign him just to be safe. Wilson Ramos, no. Adam Frazier, just to be safe. 8 mil. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. And then I'm going to hold off on Musgrove for now. I got to be smart with the money. Just in case there's like a really big name that we can go out and get. So back to the Orioles. I don't really see anybody there. Arbitration-wise, definitely got to give it to everybody. I mean, Zach Gallen was really good pickup for us. But yeah, got to give it to everybody. Yeah, got to give it to everybody there. Contracts, same thing. Going to hand over a contract to everybody. We need one starter, which should be John Means. So Wood goes over here. So we need one more starter anyways. We need a full bullpen. And I mean, I guess we could double check. John Means gets called up. These guys are good, but they're just not ready yet. Paul Fry can get called up. Definitely need to make sure I add people this time. But yeah, we need basically a full bullpen and 2 starters. We need, what is this? A center fielder and a second baseman. No, third baseman. Center fielder, third baseman. Rio Ruiz. I mean, maybe he could be the third baseman. And then just need a center fielder. Spend the money there because we got a little bit of money, but not a lot. So center field. Byron Buxton. Kiermaier. Maybe like a Tommy Pham. So there's a couple options, but I'd rather just kind of go crazy on some pitching. So definitely got to worry about pitching for them. And then the Pirates, not really worried about it there. Arbitration. Everybody. I mean, everybody's been really good with the Pirates so far. Same thing with the contracts. Ramirez might get called up depending on his stats. Maybe. But we definitely need a couple starters. Bullpen was really good, so I don't want to spend any money there. And then offensively, what is this? Catcher and shortstop, unless we just rock with O'Neal Cruz, because I didn't really see who was available as a shortstop. Tim Anderson, I mean, not terrible. Okay, so we have options. I'll see you guys for the final season, see if we can get these 2 matched up. Alrighty, final season. We're going to do this. I am going to make a trade really quick for Paul Fry. Don't have faith in him. Just trust me. We're going to go for a righty because we're a little lefty heavy in the bullpen. Ooh, Yohan Lopez. Seems like a pretty easy trade to make. We're going to give you Richie Martin. There we go. Ooh, we can actually get a little bit better. Yo. Who can we get? It's going to be lights out for us. Archie Bradley. Boom. There we go. So there's that. Easy trade there. So that actually helps us out a little bit. And you're probably thinking, whoa. Alex Wood in the bullpen? I have faith. So I may have accidentally signed an extra starter, and that's why we're in this predicament. But Syndergaard, Zach Gallen, Maley, Clevenger, Keuchel. Yeah, and then John Means is there as well. I signed Clevenger to, or Keuchel first, $7 million. Clevenger I signed to a 2-year deal, $14 million. And then I realized, oh, I forgot I had John Means, even though we just talked about him. So then Wood is going to just move into the bullpen. I have faith. Stevenson, Colome was brought back. We just traded for Bradley. Wood, Taylor Rogers on a 2-year deal. And then Brad Hand has been lights out for us. And we actually have enough people in the minors, so we don't have to worry about players getting sent down. So Adley Rutschman's called up to the bigs. KJ Harrison is back as well. He was sitting in the minors last year. Kipnis was brought back. Correa, Mountcastle, Rio Ruiz. I'm going to give him the start at third base. Santander, I might I might make a trade. Severino, Tsutsugo, and then David Peralta on a 1-year, $5 million deal. I'm going to trade Santander. Yep. It has been decided. Who could we get? How's Elliot Ramos? Small sample size, so it's kind of hard to judge that. But who is someone... Like, obviously, Yelich would be great. Jesse Winker? Yo, Jesse Winker. Who do you guys want to make this deal happen? Gunnar Henderson? I'm not going to use him. I feel like that's a deal and a half. There we go. Jesse Winker. Look at that. On the fly. Big moves being made. DJ Stewart's still been a decent bench bat for us. Keep him on the bench. Let him hit home runs for us when we need him to. I mean, that's a squad right there. That's a squad for sure. So now we go take a look at our counterparts. And I am going to make a trade as well. I'm going to let Morejon be the long reliever. And then I'm going to trade Brault and Santana. Those are kind of our two weakest arms in the bullpen. And then I brought in Sonny Gray on a $15 million deal. So there's that. Cesar Ramirez, Tanaka. Cesar Ramirez, season 1 draft pick. I'm a little worried about the pitching staff, but we'll work around it. And Michael Perez has been in the minors for like the whole rebuild, so he finally gets his shot as the backup. Tim Anderson was brought in. I might make him the leadoff guy just because he's a little bit better hitter than Brian Reynolds. And we can move up maybe Dylan Moore to the 3 spot. I'm looking at this team a little bit more, and I'm like, man, we could use a little bit more offensive power. Gary Sanchez. Yeah, that's right. Big boy contract. He's going to join the squad. Hopefully doesn't suck. Like that's all I'm asking. Just don't suck. And yeah, that's the team. I'm kind of thinking we could use a little bit more hitting, but I'm really relying on the pitching to lock us down. So let's go get a really good reliever, Brault, and I already know who I want, so this is gonna be super quick. I want Pagan, Brault, Santana for Pagan. Super simple, super quick move. And that should do it. That should really strengthen the team a little bit more. And I have faith. Nick Birdie's been outstanding. Poche, Pagan, Garcia. Like this is a strong pitching staff. I'm a little worried about the hitting, but I have faith. We're still in spring training, so now we can take a look at the squad. We're 10th for the Pirates, and for the Orioles, we are 5th. So I mean, the Orioles, we really turned this team around. I still have faith with this Pirates team. It's one of those like. I really do. I do. I have faith. Offensively, not so much. Pitching wise, yeah. But we'll have to wait and see. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Fingers crossed. All right, final year. The Orioles won the division 92-70. And the Pirates won the division 94-68. 2 games apart between the two teams. I like hearing and seeing that. 6th for the Pirates. They won the division by a game. Oh, okay. That was pretty close between the Cubs. It looks like the pitching was really the big difference between the two teams. Looking at the West, the Padres won. The Dodgers and the Braves are the wild card teams. And then in the East, the Orioles won it by 5.5 games. Love seeing that. And the White Sox are kind of nasty. So are the Athletics. All right. Take a look at the awards really quick. Rookie of the Year for Cesar Ramirez. And a Gold Glove for Adam Frazier. We'll hop over to the other side. And just Gold Gloves. That's it. So Mike Trout was MVP along with Corey Seager, Chris Paddock. I mean, it looks like the Padres are just a pitching team. That's really what it comes down to. What else do we got here? Any other interesting titles? Will Smith, Karen Chack, okay. Rookie of the Year, Tristan Casas, and Cesar Ramirez, who had a 4.46 ERA. And this guy was clearly better. And did not get Rookie of the Year. Okay. All right, MLB. John Means, not a great long reliever. That's unfortunate. We got Robert Stevenson, who was really good. So was Colomé. Archie Bradley was really good as well. Wait, 37 innings? That's it? 83 for Alex Wood, and he was a solid pitcher the whole rebuild. Taylor Rogers, outstanding, and then Brad Hand, outstanding. I love the bullpen. They've actually been really, really good throughout this whole rebuild, and normally I suck when it comes to pitchers. Looking at our starting rotation, Clevenger was kind of bad, but Dallas Keuchel, I mean, hey, okay. We'll take a look at the lineup. What else do we have? Adley Rutschman, pretty solid in his rookie year. And I mean, he's still considered a rookie because he didn't really have enough at-bats to play. I think it's innings or at-bats. I can't remember. I think it's at-bats. But he had a good year, so he'll probably take over for Severino next year. And overall, it was okay. Nothing too crazy. When we take a look at the squad, Jason Kipnis took a step back, but still pretty respectable numbers. Carlos Correa's kind of disappointing. Mountcastle was good. Trey Mancini took a little step back, but still not terrible. Jesse Winker was outstanding. Rio Ruiz, respectable. Severino was good for a catcher, like especially for a catcher. I mean, 18 home runs, 22 doubles, 823 OPS. Yoshi Tsutsugo was probably like the best pickup for this team. And then Peralta was solid as well. Like 309 average. Yes, please. Let's take a look at the Pirates real quick. Morejon was garbage. I was hoping for so much better. Poche, yikes. Pagan was good. Yimi Garcia. Birdie normally sucks, and he's been really good for this rebuild. Presley, and then Keone Kayla. Solid. Jameson Taillon, yikes. Sonny Gray, okay. Mitch Keller, Cesar Ramirez, Rookie of the Year somehow. And even Tanaka was pitching very well. Nope. Lineup, I need it. Let's see it. What do we got on the bench? Harold Ramirez, bench bat. Not terrible. Michael Perez, O'Neal Cruz, getting better. Like to see it. Kevin Newman, I mean, as like this platoon infielder for us, has been pretty solid. Like, he's pretty good. Chris Sharp, and then back to Harold Ramirez. All right, Tim Anderson, what'd you do this year? I would say that was a good season in the leadoff role. I would say that for sure. What do we got? Adam Frazier still putting up really good numbers. Dylan Moore, that's a good season right there. I mean, he's been consistent. Like, those are good numbers. Eddie Rosario, best season with us. Josh Bell, really good year. Sanchez, yes, he almost hit 300. Like, that's mind-blowing. Cabrian Hayes, yikes. Jerickson Profar, man. Like, this guy is what? You just give him a platoon role, the guy just destroys. You move Brian Reynolds lower in the lineup, he comes up with like a career year. So I will take that. Let's see how this goes. All right. Let's go like 2 games at a time. So we're 2-0 for the Pirates, and we're 1-0 for the Orioles. Okay. Boom. Now we can check. 2-0 for the Orioles as well. Like seeing that. 1. Okay, so the Pirates won. Did the Orioles advance? Not yet. So let's hop over. See what the Orioles do. Boom, they lose. Boom, they lose again. You don't like seeing that. Dallas Keuchel versus Trevor Bauer. Probably not the matchup you want. So let's just go Noah Syndergaard versus Trevor Bauer. And they lost. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. All right, well, we at least got to try to win with the Pirates now. And it's not looking too promising. What is going on with the... What? How? Why? It's just why. Sim to the offseason. Who wins? The Braves defeat the Athletics. Oh, the 2 teams we lost to, man. That hurts. And that's where I'm going to end it. It's just a couple games short on both ends. What was it? 2 games short for both teams? Man. That's tough. No, Baltimore was a full series short. The Pirates were 2 games short. That sucks. All right. That's where we're going to end it. I hope you did enjoy it. The 2-team rebuild. Unfortunately, just couldn't do it. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, get in the comment section. Let me know who you think is the worst team in baseball and who is the best. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.